So,
Glad we decided to go live again. Well, I'm orange chicken.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game of Big Anime Titties versus We Are a Rhino. My name is Fleeing Panda, and with me today is
DG Mad Hatter.
and
And-
definitely not Sal.
yeah. Also somewhere around here is Gerg7. I think he said he was taking his laundry. I don't know what he was doing, but he'll be here.
And we all know what that means.
Haha, bow chicka bow wow.
All right, so to start off, we have a ban coming on the side of Big Anime Tatas of the Malzahar. And We Are Rhino, bends with Zins out, targeted directly at General Dill.
No problem.
In
Ezreal
comes
ban.
an Ezreal, yes. Just so strong right now, Ezreal. I don't blame them.
I will
There
never-
goes.
I said I will never be more tilted than when Sal's like, I'm gonna go Ezreal, and he hadn't played Kleptomancy Ezreal yet. And I was like, when you say stuff like that, and we're entering a game like me off the earth.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it.
Alright, and then we have Ornn taken away from Gert. Sorry, Gert, you're not going to play Ornn this time. And then Zyra and Vi as our last two bans.
Sebastian starting off with a big comfort pick, and that is the Alawi. Immediately, Balakastran decides Urgot is for me. Let's bring on Giant Enemy Crabbot.
Yeah, then Guy Fieri back on Sejuani. His Sejuani was pretty strong last time out. I was a bit surprised at how well he did with it. Just didn't. I've never really seen him play Sejuani. I know he likes tanks, but that Sedge pick really worked for him. And I'm a bit surprised they let him have it, to be honest with you.
I agree. I'm completely surprised that that pick went through a second time.
And then we have General Dill on Jarvan and Jingo Unchained's picking up a Vigar. And then a Twitch ban right here. Oh, don't forget Violet Sociocat is once again on Corki. And that's again another one of those things. Like, it surprises me that they would let her have Corki again, considering how well she did with it last time.
Hesitation is death.
We're gonna get. Wait a minute. I'm so confused as to why. If Urgot was already picked.
No, Urgot was not picked early.
Oh, now I understand. I was like, huh?
Yeah, no, Urgot was pick 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
And it looks like we're having a similar team comp coming from We Are a Rhino, except I don't think the Urgot is going to have as much of an impact in these fights as the Ornn did. But the Lucian Braum bot lane.
into
think that-
Tarek MF.
Yeah, I think that favors the Lucian Braum.
Really, I would say it actually favors the MF, mostly because the double up or double tap with MF. I think it's double. I don't know what it's called. The little bouncing ball thing. The bouncing ball thing allows Misfortune to have so much more range than the Lucian. So the Lucian's got to step into the wave to get pretty close to it to start farming, and then MF just should be able to abuse the crap out of that, which is I think what happened last time with OP on Zaya. Just stepped too close to the wave, and MF just started hammering him with those balls.
I will say though that if Gert is smart and remembers what was happening from the last game, Hill will use his shield to protect Opie from that.
Yeah, you'd expect that. Also, Gert this time is opting for Exhaust instead of Ignite. That Ignite pick last time I think was super aggressive, and then they just got poked out of lane and weren't able to use it. So, and it again looks like both solo lanes are running TP again. so we could have those massive TP plays. What do you think about this mid lane though, with a Vigar and a Corki or Vigar?
I think with the Vigar, I think it's a much better pick against the Corki than the Galio, just because the Galio has to get all up in the Corki's face to do the combo, and Corki can just W away from that, and then Galio's big and tanky and slow, and so Violet Suzuki can just unload damage. If Jinko Unchained can stay safe and just power farm and do Vigar things, he'll still be relevant. And that means that even in the late game, as long as he's getting abilities off, he can still chunk
Press
someone
R.
low. Yeah, press R and get someone low enough to where hopefully the Lucian or J4 can clean that up.
Yeah, I think the Vigar this time is going to help him with zoning off Corki a bit more with that baby cage event horizon. Should also be able to, if he uses it correctly, he could use it to zone Sejuani and Corki, just blocking off lanes, and then if General Dill's around, they could turn that fight around really easily. In fact, with General Dill having that, like, what is it? I don't know what that's called. The little, like, crater circle, and then you could baby cage
Dark
that.
matter.
Not the dark matter.
Yeah, no, dark matter is his W. The drop from the big drop from the sky.
No. I'm talking about J4's ult, whatever that's called.
Oh, it's not Cataclysm, is it?
I don't know.
Let me.
It is Cataclysm.
Boom! Knowing
Yeah!
my enemy, kind of.
I don't know squat.
So I think the thing here is to. I'm hoping what Jingo Unchained is going to do on the Vigar is that as soon as Sejuani goes to throw up that event horizon, because then the team cannot jump on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking, the Cataclysm plus Event Horizon is going to be able to just isolate somebody, and then that person just should die inside of that cage. I would hope so, with Dark Matter falling from the sky, and then hopefully Lucian's able to just bop people on the head. Not to mention tentacles. So, I think they're set up a lot better this time around. Big anime titties to team fight than the last one. No, John, we don't want the Alawi J4 sex dungeon. That should not be a thing ever again.
Well, I will say that with Vigar and Alawi, there are a lot of tentacles going around, which I don't think is a problem for BAT. I'm sure they are into that.
Yeah. Well,
That may be
getting
on
off of that subject. How do you think this game's going to go? Do you expect a similar game to last time, or should this be just completely different?
I am not entirely sure if it's going to be different from last time. I think that, Gert will probably be a little bit tankier on the Braum. But besides the J4 and the Braum ultimate, I don't think that there is a ton of engage for BAT.
Wait, are they invading?
It looks like there's an invade. One thing I will say is I'm quite confused on the runes that I'm confused in the runes that the Vigar is running.
What does he got?
I
I didn't see it.
He's got the wolf one right now.
What? That's the takedown one, isn't it?
I believe. Maybe.
You think Summon Airy would be pretty good with that?
And
Plus, if you go Sorcery, you get Summon Airy, Ultimate Hat, just drop more ultimates because that's all we need. You know, I would assume that'd be better.
Yeah, the Vigar.
Already, Violet Sociocat poking him out of lane. Am I play-by-playing this? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, you do it.
Okay. Yeah, Violet Sociocat getting a little bit of poke there. Early farm numbers are pretty even, although Blackistran pulling out a slight lead. MF just poking a little bit onto OP. And we are just going back and forth between top lane and bot lane. Looks like we got all kinds of fun stuff. OP dashes forward, hits both those autos. And then Vigar and Jingo Unchained has used both his pots already in the mid lane. Got a thought about that?
I'm sorry, tell me it again. I was looking at.
Vigar's used both pots in the mid lane already.
I think that the Vigar just needs to stay safe
Oh,
here.
we got a dash
back.
coming in the bot lane.
Sit back and farm your minions.
Yeah, it looks like we have a gank coming in the mid lane. General Dill dashing in. Gets a little tap in, but nothing doing for
Looks
it.
like we're a huge skirmish in the top lane, and Blackistran shoving.
Yeah, forcing Bad Instincts to back off just a little bit. Getting that dash in and also that corrosive charge. And then we got more trading in this bot lane. I think OP on Lucian did a little bit better job of getting in and out of these fights, not taking as much damage. However, Gert has dropped below half health here. We're back to farming. Hooray.
Hooray.
Hooray. Guy Fieri, again, in a very similar fashion, has not ganked a lane yet, just power farming. However, he is still slightly behind General Dill, who is now walking into the bot lane. I think we're going to see a gank here. They do not know, because there are no wards in these bushes. They just need to let the lane push out just a little bit.
They either need to let the lane push out, or they need to.
Oh, too late now. Drops the flag in just to let him know he's there.
I think we're
Bad
gonna
Instincts
see
gets
it
tossed
down here in the
over.
top lane.
Blackistran flashes in, and there's first blood for Blackistran on that Urgot. Both sides used flash there, but Bad Instincts just got tossed over in the wrong direction for him. Bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, I think for going back to the Vigar, in my opinion, I think that the best.
Oh, we got a double stun in the bot lane. Zorpok's getting both OP and Gert. However, they're burning exhaust from Gert onto the Fudgy Ditters. Both sides actually burned exhaust. And they're just going to reset and back away.
Yeah, what I'm seeing from Gert is taking just very hasty stand aside.
Oh,
Stand
real
by.
quick, I gotta cut you off again. Opie is trying to dash away, but Eric is coming in on the backside. Eric switches on to Gert instead of going for Opie, and Opie somehow survives.
Yeah, Gert with an incredible flash there.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, and there goes Alawi, getting that ultimate off. That is something I think that is gonna play pretty huge into the later game, is Blackistran's ability just to munch down somebody after a certain point in time.
Yeah, I think he's gonna munch on the Vigar and munch on the Lucian. Right now, the Lucian Braum bot lane is falling very far behind. Part of that, as I was saying, is that stand behind being used kind of willingly, which is causing, Gert to go in and then take a lot of damage as the enemy bot lane follows up with poke, and OP follows close too, resulting in him also feeling some of that.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting to see that that they're just taking a little too much poke damage from this MF, which is following again a similar pattern from the last game.
Because I think the Taric is okay, but I think the poke better coming from the MF Nami than it is from the. There's more heal, more poke.
Yeah, and plus with Braum not really having a heal built into his kit, they're being able to out-sustain just a little bit with that Taric, and him having that Q, I don't remember what it's called, that heal, little emeralds. Anyways, looks like we are looking in on top lane right now. Black Strand just kind of chilling, looking to farm. He's already 2 kills up, which translates into about 1,000 gold lead for Black Strand right now. So an early gold lead there. Again, going in on Bad Instincts, but Bad Instincts is able to walk away from that.
Is Urgot going press the attack, Urgot?
He might have.
It looks like
An early dragon here for We Are Rhino. Guy Fury needing to heal up just a little bit, but he should have enough here now to get this. And I don't know if Big Anime Titties knew about that, because they just kind of let it happen. They didn't even contest it.
I don't think they're able to contest it right now. They're down 2,000 gold.
Oh, ult coming out from Alawi. He has dropped Blackistran really low, and there goes Blackistran. Very nice ult right there for Sebastian. That might be one way for him to climb back into this lane. Jingo Unchained, though, is taking massive amounts of damage from Ali in the mid lane, as we see Sebastian starting to roam down from the top lane. This could be a gank in behind Ali.
And General Dill steals the red.
He's just gonna bat. Poor Eric, losing his red buff to a Jarvan.
Good game so far.
Oh, he lives.
And with food, but he's here.
I wish I had food. Oh, double stun coming in the bot lane. That is the second time we've seen that. Opie, however, just backing away. MF ult comes out, but they have walked away from it already.
What timestamp are you guys at?
I'm at 904,
5.
5, 6, 7.
Alright, cool.
Notice the farm lead is getting extensive. 40 CS, practically two kills up in CS.
Ooh. In that mid lane especially, yeah. It's going to allow Corki to get to that Triforce a little bit early.
Yeah,
he's only got 35 stacks. It's not that's not going to be helpful for a Viger Q.
Yeah, I think one issue you too much to clear wave, and they're not patient enough to just wait for their Q to come back up again, especially when they're losing. W just seems like an ability that I see a lot of Vigers start mashing. When that doesn't help you stack towards the late game.
Oh, here comes a gank bot lane. Uses the package to come in. Violet Sociocat does. Gert is now caught. Gert is gonna hit the heal from Opie, but we have Jingo Unchained is now on the backside of this fight. He's gonna get dropped as well by Corki. In comes General Dill. General Dill is going to trap the Corki, but Corki flashes out of the Cataclysm, and now Guy Fieri is here. We might see a 4-man bot, and this tower is probably gonna go down. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're even gonna contest it. They're just gonna let it fall. As Jingo Unchained was a little caught out of position there. I like the idea from Jingo Unchained. Maybe he can come in and pick off one of the guys on the backside, specifically the MF, but I don't think he had the damage for it.
Yeah, TPing in, being down, almost double your CS in mid lane. Generally not a good idea.
Yeah, I think you really got to also give credit to Violet Sociocat on that roam. She landed pretty much all of her skill shots, and she was auto-attacking in between those skill shots. I mean, she was a huge part of that damage. And she picked up the double kill. I don't know if she picked up the triple.
Yep.
No, only the double. But
Picked up the double.
yeah, so just showing that she's really capable of playing this Corki very strong.
And I didn't know that she was proficient on Corki, but especially too in the mid lane.
Really?
I've seen her dodge a handful of skill shots.
Bad instincts getting dropped here. Here comes the ult though. Gonna try and get some of that health back, but he's gonna get munched by Blackistran. No.
Damn.
Urgot life. Out comes the ultimate from Fudgy Ditters, but he kind of whiffs on that one. In comes Glacial Prison though. Guy Fieri drops that on a Jingo Unchained. Now Gert is in a bad spot. Guy Fieri zoning off Gert pretty well. And Gert is now caught and he might drop as well. Nope, Baby Cage comes out and they're going to live with how much health is this? 31 for OP and about 100 for Gert.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we're seeing the same kind of snowball begin that we did see in the last game for We Are a Rhino. 1-5, down 4,000 gold at 12 minutes, down a turret and a dragon. And they're continuing to keep up the pressure as we're seeing that here.
Here comes the steal.
I said here, gosh darn it.
Returns the favor of that stolen red buff. And Jingo Unchained dodging skill shots in this mid lane. However, he is super low. Blackistran now pressing in on bad instincts, but it looks like he's just going to walk away and let him pick up some farm.
Something funny to note from this game, of the 6 total kills, the junglers have been involved in 0 of them.
Nice. I'm a bit surprised by that, though, to be honest. I think, I would have thought Eric would have picked up an assist on one of these, because he's done some nice ganks here.
A lot of summoner spells burned.
Yeah.
I think that though we're not seeing it in the damage charts, or not seeing it on the KD. The pressure that Eric has been applying has helped this bot lane really good.
Especially, yeah. We see Blackistran going in on Bad Instincts. Bad Instincts has dropped half health, but we are taking away into the mid lane now as Corki is doing things there. And then We Are Rhino is going to pick up this Rift Herald yet again. Looks like Guy Fieri is going to pick that up. And then there's a bot lane crashing, so OP is going to go over there. Gert is also walking around in the river. They might just be able to 4-man this mid turret. Not much of a response from Big Anime Titties. Here comes the Rift Herald. And this turret is going to go down as well.
Mid right now. They might even be able to keep pushing this in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got a 1v1 in this top lane. Sebastian's going to get nommed yet again.
Max.
Oh,
Nom.
that is unfortunate. I feel so bad for him.
I'm just surprised that he's backing. I think he probably should be pushing the turret to get out of lane phase, especially with the pressure happening on this dragon right now.
Yeah. Could, or he could back and then TP in behind the whatchamacallits, Big Anime Titties. You see that ward over by the red bush, you might be able to TP to that and just cut them off and create a 4v5. But it looks like the dragon's going to reset and then we're going to just complete this dance around it yet again. Awesome.
Dance, Biggie, dance.
It looks like Sebastian's going to try and push into this top wave. However, Blackistran's now in the mid lane. Looks like he's chasing around this Vigar. And Corki's going to back.
That's a 4-on-1. That's a 4-on-1 Urgot. That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I think he can 1v1 just about anybody right now.
Yeah.
Which is a little unfortunate if you are Big Anime Titties.
I disagree. I don't think the Urgot would be.
You cut out.
Well,
What did you say?
I said I disagree. I think that I don't think the Urgot would be able to 1v1.
You cut out again on who you were
Yeah.
supposed to say.
Something about Urgot not being able to 1v1. I don't
The
know.
Corki. The Corki.
They're on the same side.
I was trying to make a joke and all the cutting out just ruined it.
Rip. Corki uses the package, dashes in. However, everyone just ran away from that. But we see a gank in the top lane. Looks like they're going to try and shut down Blackistrand. Blackistrand flashes out, but the Cataclysm comes in. Bad Instincts is dropped really low, and Bad Instincts somehow manages to live.
Wait, did he not turn into a vessel?
No, he did not.
What happened? Did it just time
I
out?
do not know. It might have timed out.
Let me see.
Anyways, that is a good shutdown right there for General Dill. And then Sebastian's gotta love seeing Blackistrand die after losing 4 kills to him. Yeah.
No, he did turn into a vessel.
Oh, he just died so quickly then.
Yeah, we just didn't see any tentacles spawn either.
Tentacle cages, that's all I'm gonna say. It's like Piper's dreams.
Dude, Jingo and Chains, they get 90 farm compared to Violet Sociocat's 167.
Yeah, I think this
He's
is
getting way too close right now. He's getting.
good shield there from Gert, blocking a lot of that damage. However, he's really low, and I don't know about walking back towards them. They might just have to give this dragon up. They're going to be too low to team fight this. Especially with Jingo now having to back. Gert probably should back, but isn't. And Blackstrand's probably going to press this tower. Well, they know it's there. Are they going to go in? Nope, they are not. That is the second Mountain Drake over. So we are a Rhino. And it's not 20 minutes yet, otherwise I think we'd see a Baron call.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this.
Oop.
Seeing him roam up here.
Seen for a 5-man top. Here it is.
Oh,
Five-man
poor
top.
Sebastian.
He's got to be so tilted right now.
Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
He's so tilted.
Can't wait till HR gets a message about cyberbullying. That's it, folks.
Oh,
And by HR, I mean Greg. Here you are.
We'll look into it.
We'll look into it. There'll be a thorough investigation.
alright. Meanwhile, Opie is pushing this mid lane. I don't know about this.
There's 5 people top lane. Why
Yeah.
are you counter pushing?
Especially
Pushing
with
that mid lane pretty hard.
especially with double mountain, there's no way that OP is gonna be able to. Well,
TP from Blackistrand.
well, I think he just wants to do the nom nom thing.
Yeah. They
sure
are
about the
trying to team fight. This is a 3v2 right now. Oh, but here comes Violet Sociocat dies to General Dill, and here comes the Taric ultimate. That negates some damage. Now they're gonna try and get away from this. This is not turning into a decent team fight.
I think that was a little ambitious.
Did nobody see that? Gert blocked the Misfortune ulti.
Yep.
I did not.
He literally just won that team fight for them.
Yeah. That's the second time he's done something similar to that. So he's been doing a pretty good job of positioning himself in front of the ult, being able to block a lot of it. You're breathing into your mic again, Frank.
I'm sorry. It was by I was moving it to be heard, and that bad things happen.
Anyways, that's a nice little shutdown there on Violet Sociocat, but I don't know if it's enough at this point. But every little bit helps.
Well, I think another issue besides Gert's incredible outplay is that I don't understand why Violet Sociocat and Guy Fieri went in 2v4 to that fight. They're ahead, but they're not that ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you had Zoropox and Fudgy Ditters kind of over by the Skull Crab. They turned around and walked back once the fight started, but still, it was a bit ambitious there to 2v4.
I really think it came down to the blocked Misfortune ult. I mean, the beginning of that fight, you're right, and they definitely were at an advantage, but if that Misfortune ult had gotten down, that would have chunked so many people. I mean, that Misfortune is, has a Yomu's finished already and another straight Dirt. That's a lot of damage on her ulti.
I agree with that, but I think that Zorpox being able to use his would have saved Violet dying and gotten a little more damage.
Yeah, I get that.
Because, Violet gets 2-1-1 with 185 farm.
Looks like we're going to have a fight now over this Baron. kind of positioning all around it, clearing out tentacles, clearing out wards. However, Bad Instincts is found. Guy Fieri's might gonna turn him into a vessel. No? Maybe? Maybe Bueller? Nope.
Maybe Bueller.
And there it goes. Guy Fieri now a vessel. Vassal? Vessel? I don't know. Baby Cage is used a little early in my opinion. I don't know about the positioning of that.
Yeah, I also am
Sitting on top of a ward.
I'm still not understanding. Speed.
You're cutting in and out again.
Movement speed isn't bad on Vigar. It's a good thing, but I don't understand the boots.
He is Predator. Interesting. Opie comes out with the culling, but
He went Predator on Vigar.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best. Maybe Comet or even Harry might be pretty good.
I was thinking Harry.
I actually like execute more, only because with if you can hit your E, you're getting your execute off.
Is there a chance that's a mistake? Unless he just thinks Predator or thinks the roaming potential, I guess, or out of movement.
I don't know.
Out of movement speed.
Kind of hard. Maybe that's a question we can ask them after the game.
But go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say they're still positioned around this Baron. It looks like they're hiding in the pit, trying to get somebody. And there comes the ultimate from Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri is just gonna drop Bad Instinct. Gert's probably gonna die too. And that was a free 2 for none for the side of We Are Rhino. Urgot's now going to zone. They're going to get onto this Baron. Urgot might try and 3v1. That would be optimistic at best. Yeah, Urgot
comes
might
the Vigar
drop.
also.
But there goes Baron. And they should just run away.
Honestly, I think
Maybe.
they're just up too much gold right now. I mean, it's hard to really do anything at all on this map with the control they've had over it. I mean, they've taken this gold lead and they've just pushed their objectives, and it seems like they're pretty much always grouped together. Rarely do you see one, or even that one time, but rarely even do you see one or two people just split from the rest of the group. Usually, there's 3 or more.
And the three players that are dealing the most damage, Blackest Strand, Violet Sociocat, and Fudgy Ditters, are each up 2k gold on their counterparts. Black Strand 420, Blaze It, raise your dongers. What? Labby,
Yeah,
I don't even want to know.
Raise your dongers, man.
Yeah, must. No one's playing Heimer Donger though.
I think that the audience is calling for Heimerdinger pick.
Oh,
We have to stop the game immediately.
stop the game.
And
Where's our obligatory pause? We haven't had it yet.
we need to now it's gonna happen because you said that. Look what you did to us.
Hey, but in the meantime, We Are Rhino has picked up a 3rd Mountain Drake.
We have to stop.
Woof.
It doesn't matter that they're up 3 mountain drakes. We have to stop the game and get a Heimer.
Did Opie go press the attack, Lucia?
I haven't noticed.
Oh, nice flashback.
That's
Dylan.
unfortunate. Gert tries to use the Winter's Bite. However, he hit the wolf instead. And here comes Guy
Great
Fury.
ultimate by Guy Fury. And
And
2 of them for an easy pick.
I think that's
again,
game.
the Fudgy Ditters.
They're just too far out. I don't know why they're extended that far for the mid turn. Like the
Right now,
second tier mid, just not nearly as important.
yeah, it seems like they're just not communicating that kind of thing. Seems like they're kind of, a little bit out of it because they're down so much gold. But, plays like that just make it worse when you're trying to make a comeback. That's when you're gonna tighten things up the most.
And they're getting pushed in from 2 lanes now. And then again, great positioning by Fudgy Ditters, getting that ult off and getting that double kill on Gert and Jingo.
And with his Baron buff and the triple mountain, it's just gonna be easy for them.
Yeah. Down goes the mid inhib turret. And it looks like they're just gonna rotate bot. Maybe? Well, no.
I mean, it's an
They're
open
just
inhib. I almost feel like you should just group up as 5 and just take it.
I agree.
Take the 5v5. I mean, you're up so much gold. What does it matter? You're gonna win the fight.
Either that or it's gonna be close. You're gonna lose 2-3, 2-4, but still get this top turret here.
I mean, right now they have 3 people up top. Now is the time they should be going in for the inhib, are they? No, they're not. They're still playing the passive game on the outside.
Yeah, and they got to be clearing those waves. I know that they have the ability to do 2
I mean,
AD.
Block Strand doesn't have Baron, so that doesn't really give you that pushing advantage. Just move up, get the open inhib, and then go from there. They can't fight you in a 5v5 at the moment.
Nah, but they're just playing a little passive. We have a 1v1 of Dylan.
Oh no, Block.
Blockastron is now caught in the Cataclysm. They're just going to try and pump down damage, see if they can drop him. Blockastron gets taken down by General Dill. Meanwhile, this inhib is now getting bopped. But they're going to run away.
Ooh, good flash off by Gert. Meanwhile, the MF
Fudgy
just
Jitters chunking in the backside. Bad
Ben
instinct.
Instinct looks like he's gonna
Gonna
fall.
heal a little bit. Yep, bad instinct goes down to Guy Fieri. OP picks up MF though. That might be big. General Dill going in on Violet Sociocat. General Dill's gonna get stunned by Zoropox. Good zoning there. However, gets the I don't know what you call that, but kills Violet Sociocat. They might get an ace here.
All right, so let's take this back here for a second. So number 1, Block Strand did have Baron, okay, but so that pretty much went exactly as we predicted because they didn't give up a push. So Block Strand got caught out top lane. They finally decided to push in mid once he got caught out, but because he already died, then it was a 4v5. Then they almost won the fight, but because it was a 4v5, they pretty much just ended up losing it. But if they had just picked up as 5, they pretty much won the team fight 4v5. So just imagine if they had that 4 and previously 4 and 2 Urgot there.
Yeah, they needed somebody to zone off General Dill from Violet Sociocat just a little bit more. General Dill starting to deal a little bit of damage. Already 4-0 and 3.
He did go pure tank though. I think it's just the fact that he's Jarvan. Uh-oh.
I think the other...
He has a time at. Oh, here comes Jingo Unchained. He is way out of position. Gonna get eaten by Blockastran.
I think the other issue with that team fight was the timing of We Are a Rhino, because they burned ultimates and so much on getting Blackastran, and while that was happening, they didn't get on the inhib until after Blackastran had already died. If they're seeing the whole team rotate up there, they gotta jump on that inhib immediately. Forget the minion.
Yeah. Guy Fieri tries to hit the Glacial Prison, but he whiffs. There you're gonna find Violet Sociocat. Violet Sociocat gonna get away. Now there's a stun. That wombo by Jesus. Wombo combo.
Zorpox with an incredible flash after Violet Sociocat, seeing that Violet had stunned or had slowed.
Guy Fieri is now out of position. He's gonna get caught in the baby cage. He's gonna keep getting bopped. Are they going to kill him? Yep, there he goes. Violet Sociocat down. A little bit aggressive going over the wall right there. However, Opie is probably going to drop. Yeah, Violet Sociocat, Valkyrie's in and hits missile. I think it's a missile. Yeah, that's a missile. And now here goes Jingo. Well, there was a moment where I thought Big Anime Titties might be able to turn this around. But it looks like that is not going to be the case. Blackastran teleports for whatever reason. They're going to fight again. Probably not working out for him. General Dill jumping in on Violet Sociocat. Not dropping Violet Sociocat yet. There goes Sebastian. Fudgy Titters and the Nexus is dropped. All in all, very well played by We Are a Rhino, picking up that 2-0 win. Jumping on top of the league for now at 4 points. No, yeah, 4 points.
Report Guy Fieri for not playing the Karma.
Yeah, report Guy Fieri. Always. Toxic.
Trash.
Trash lawyer. No, that's Hansu.
I know, I tried to get our team name to be the Hansu's Trash Bag. They weren't going for it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right.
All right, so let's get back to this game. what do we think? What do we think went really well in favor of We Are Rhino? What do you think that? What do we think gave them the edge for these games today?
In my opinion, Fudgy Ditters, I think, played really well today. Was able to stay safe and then just lay out tons of damage with those MF ults. Yeah, a couple of them got blocked by Gert, but I think if you looked at the whole of the game, both this one and last game, when he was also on MF, just able to get those ults off.
Honestly, for me, I think it has less to do with individual play and more just that all of their lanes pretty much won. I mean, they didn't have a single losing lane. So when you don't have a single losing lane, as long as you play the mid to late game, well, which they did, that's kind of where they got those wins. I mean, even in the second game, they had such a big lead so early on that they could pretty much do whatever they want and still win eventually. It's hard to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Frank.
That wasn't me, but I'll talk.
Oh.
I think that it was a little sloppy, a little sloppier in the second game for We Are Rhino. But on top of that, I really think that, in my opinion, I think that BAT needs to just rethink their strategy when picking team comps. Because to me, I could already see disadvantage for them in champion select.
In a way, sure. But I also think that, you probably could have changed something. Like, you could have not allowed Violet for both games to have Corki. Like, take it away for at least one of them. If it means you're playing it or you're banning it.
And that's what I mean. Champion select for me is picks and ban phase. So yeah, that's part of what I meant.
I think if I was gonna give a player of the game to that game, I think I'd actually give it to Zorpox. I think he's someone that pretty much throughout the entire game was always there with his team and always assisting. I don't think there was ever at any point where I thought he was doing a poor job. I mean, there were a couple, maybe one or two ultimates that could have been, a little timed a little bit better, but I thought for the most part he was always there. I mean, he was always landing the stuns, helping his team kind of just secure those kills.
Yeah, that is true. He was pretty good at setting up two-man stuns or more.
I think that I would give player of the game to Blackastran for the series, only because he was the first game. His team fight presence with the Ornn, we know it's his comfort pick, but he was hitting 3-man ultimates every time, hitting multiple people with his ult to set up the combo. Second game, he is just doing incredible damage on the Urgot that made him such a problem for the rest of the team because of how fed he was. And that was just simply off of his laning ability.
Yeah, I think those are all valid choices. So, chat, get your votes in. I don't know how much longer we're going to give it.
I'll link a chat the poll again. Anyone who wants to do it again?
So, get your votes in. We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, honestly, I really think that those games just came down to the lanes just getting so far ahead. I really wish we could see post-game stats. That's so frustrating.
Yeah, no. I wish Riot would fix this.
Don't worry, they'll get it
Please.
together in at least 3 months.
By which time our season's ended.
They planned it. They have it out against us.
Yeah. That Riot conspiracy.
Um,
I doubt it. Customs have been buggy
Who-
forever.
Who was player of the game for game number 1?
that's
You know what?
we never did that.
I don't know if we did that.
That's all right.
This will be for the whole series. Let's put it that way.
Well, at the moment, it's split between Blackstrand, Violet Sociocat, Fudgidators, and Zorpox.
Nice. Why don't we just invite that whole team?
Everybody except Guy Fieri.
Yeah, everybody except Guy Fieri. You're not welcome here. We hate you, Eric. But for reals.
Oh,
Oh,
we just gotta vote for.
somebody had to
Blackstrand.
screw it up. Now it's Blackstrand. 9 total votes. Why not me? Unhappy faces. Yeah, why not you, Eric? Do better.
All right, well, why don't we close the vote here in like 10 seconds? 1 more minute.
Uno minuto.
Close it. Close it.
So check your Facebook, Greg.
Oh, for the stats. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just saw them. Oh, he sent me literally everything. Caleb, I'm not going through this. Sorry, Caleb. I appreciate your hard work, but too lazy. Let's see who did the most damage to champions. That's really all that matters, am I right? It was Caleb. That's why he sent it to me. Eric, you did the least damage to champions.
Yeah, get
out
good,
of
scrub.
all the supports, and the supports only did 2K less than him.
Woof.
Eric, I know you're listening.
I'm Sejuani.
Yeah,
That
dude.
is not an excuse. What do you want from me? Everything. I want everything.
Let's see.
Alright, I think that's enough time.
That's fine. Block extra wins.
Yay!
Whoa,
I'll get him to
Black
join
is
it.
trying.
Put it the game channel.
You just gonna move him?
Yeah, I'm gonna move him.
Maybe. I don't know about that, Jingo.
It will not let me scroll up with him.
Rip.
Maybe he'll join eventually. There he goes. Ready to jump up there?
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey.
Hello. How's it going? Oh, hi, Dylan.
Yo.
So, questions.
So
I
my
have
first,
one.
I've got a question. My first question. Hello. Oh,
Hello.
What?
sorry. I was listening to. I actually got the stream. I got on the stream for a second and heard questions a second time, and I was like, I think that. Dylan, why? What was your thinking behind? Like, can you tell me the game plan behind Team?
Me?
Yes,
Yes.
Dylan.
Oh. I didn't really have a plan. I just kind of went in and said, I'm thinking of playing this champion, and we're looking to get these champions, and it might work, it might not. So I just picked Rengar on a whim, really.
All right then.
All right.
So, Caleb,
Yeah.
What was the thought about those comps?
Well, honestly, Allie, help. I don't like speaking about comps. I'm not in charge of those.
But there wasn't any
SOS.
like
We-
discussion about we need these, we need Guy Fieri on Sejuani at all times. Was that like a must
The-
pick?
my team put a lot of thought into it, and then we all flipped out when they didn't ban Ornn the first time. So we first picked it, and then I just sort of like fell asleep.
Yeah. So walk us through that second game. What allowed you to start building that huge lead in the?
Well, it was that he kept fighting me. And he also kept I just looked for the times to go in when he missed his little tentacle grab thingy. That's annoying. Yeah, I just waited for those. And the times he killed me were the times where I got hit by that and was not patient and just decided to YOLO. And that other than that, it also really helped that like no lane really lost. So it made Dylan's job a lot harder because like every lane sort of needed help. Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome. I'm out of questions now. I don't have any. Justin, do you have a question?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, I think we will end it there. For those of you that are part of the PMA LCS, it looks like somebody's trying to set up a custom. So if you want to keep playing, that's going on. Also, don't forget to like our Facebook page. We have a public page now. And then follow our channel. And if you so choose to donate or subscribe to our channel, we very much appreciate that as well. All right. So this is Fleeing Panda signing off with
TG Mad Hatter.
And definitely not Seth.
and Gerg7's here somewhere. Anyways, wishing you all a good night, and then I think our next game up is on Tuesday evening. I think it's 11:30 Eastern time. Gerg 5 versus Riches Provoked. So keep an ear out for that one. Good night.